Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Vinny, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the shop. We got all the boys in today. We got Carlo, we got Teo, we got Tony, we got Ruben, we got Kobe, and we have a special guest. TunedByWali is chilling inside of Brandon's Evo 10 right now. We are getting some things tuned. I think Carlo's gonna go ahead and get tuned. There he is. Say hi. Hello. Hi. What up? But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and also take a peek at the Evo here. Woo! Through the glass. Yeah, we're gonna get some work done. Alrighty, we are back in the Evo. I'm gonna go ahead and take this over to the shop. It is quite rainy out right now. Not a fan of this weather, but we're gonna go get this thing retuned, and hopefully it feels a little bit better to drive. Apparently my map was corrupted last time, and it's not even tuned on the same, I guess, baseline software or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how all of this ECU stuff works. I've never really touched it motor-wise or nothing like that. I am learning just as much as you guys are, so yeah, let's get on over there and talk to TunedByWali and see what he can do for us. Wally's just going ahead and giving the car a little rundown, make sure everything's tight, everything's ready to go, and then we're gonna get on the road and get this thing rocking. So can you give me a rundown of what's going on here?
Yeah, so right now we're just setting up the timing tables for the vehicle. Since it's a stock turbo, it's an Evo 9 turbo, so they're fairly big, but you have to take in consideration the turbo size when you set up the timing table and how high it's going to rev. So you want to set all that up first, the amount it's going to rev to, where your peak torque and peak horsepower estimating is going to be at. When you find out, what those areas are, you can make a good base table to go off of. From there, you set it really conservative, and then from there you just go out and start driving and see how it does.
Start doing the micro adjustments and that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Right on. That's sweet.
And since this is it's got cams, so it's got somewhat of a built head, we're going to be revving it up to 8,000 max. So that's kind of how high we're going to set our timing table to. Other than that, yeah, just gonna go conservative and work our way from there.
Sweet. Sounds good. Yeah, guys, I don't know anything about this computer stuff, so it's great to have somebody who's very knowledgeable in this to be able to explain to us, and we can learn together. So thank you. Appreciate 100%. That, man. All right, so you did what?
So we converted you to 3D speed density. So these are just complete examples. The normal speed density maps, they're two-dimensional. So you only got RPM and then volumetric efficiency percentage. For that RPM, you also have load calculations. In this particular Evo 9, we are setting it to 3D speed density. This is an example ROM, so please don't use any of this data. The only thing is every single car is different, but
right. This
is 3D speed density. So what we're doing is, instead of using this, which is 1 RPM gets 1 percentage, it doesn't matter the load. I mean, the ECU will take the load from this table, but when you go to 3D speed density, now you got a full RPM and full load axes. So at any given RPM, you can select the VE for whatever load you're at, instead of just a 2D table, which would just be like 1 row. So right. Big difference. It affects the way the car drives. It's going to be smoother. It will idle better. Fueling will be calibrated a lot better. It just makes the ECU a lot smarter. So any chance that we could do 3D speed density, if a car is set up for it, we always do.
We'll do it. Yep. Yeah, we can already tell a huge difference. Usually when I turn on my heat or whatever, it doesn't like to idle very well, and it's idling just fine, not trying to kill itself or die. That's really nice already. So just the little things make a huge difference here.
And then another thing to look at is the fuel trims. So if you look at here, our fuel trims are basically 0%, even with the heater on. Normally, cars have an acceptable range of 10%, but the map is dialed, and because it's on 3D speed density, whether the load changes or not at idle or any other point, be able to actually know the proper amount of fuel. So the front O2 sensor that controls the short-term fuel trims won't have to work as hard. The AFRs will always be spot on, and again, the car is just gonna be so much happier.
In general, just better for the car.
General,
yeah. Gosh, that's amazing. I've never been able to do that before. Not at idle, at least. While driving, we can, but wow, crazy. All right, I have become the laptop holder here. Gonna go on a quick little drive. Yep. Gotta make sure it's always facing the right direction. Get this thing all dialed in. Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Issue that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, so that's what that is.
Yeah, so basically the ECU, it's not calibrated to read the throttle position properly. So when you're at idle, if you look here, it's reading 8.6%.
Right.
That's supposed to read 13.3.
Yeah.
And so when you floor it, it doesn't know that you're flooring it. It's not going to see 100% throttle. It's going to see something like 92%.
Right.
And so that just basically makes the ECU freak out. So when we fix that, the throttle position sensor, as long as the sensor itself is good, then the car will not do that anymore.
Okay. Got snacks. Now we're really ready. Cheers.
Game time.
Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing into the shop real quick. Get her in here all nice and purdy. Woo! Alrighty, we've taken it out after we fixed the throttle position, and everything's looking good. We got 13.3 down now. That is awesome. We did some pulls just now. Did not record those, but that's okay. We'll get a couple more in, I'm sure. Just adjusting our fuel maps a little bit and some other things. But yeah, it's feeling really good. Sounds really good. So I'm very excited to drive this car again after everything's done by Mr. Wali himself. Yes, sir. You already know we reppin'. We out here. Alrighty, here we go again. Around 59.
Yeah. I think we only did one real big pull.
I think so too, yeah.
Everything's doing what it should be. When you start tipping in, the fuel starts getting rich.
Beautiful. That's what we want.
Bars are perfect. 11.5 under boost.
Yeah.
The only thing holding this car back really is just the injector size, but should still at least get us, because he has a bigger fuel pump, a better rail, should at least get us, how much did you make before?
398 or something.
398.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty high. If you're talking dynojet numbers, it would make sense. But typically, yeah, 380 is kind of like the most you want out of stock injectors. You can push it more.
Yeah.
We'll just have to play with it and get the AFRs perfectly right.
Sure.
And then decide if we want to keep it pushed or keep it on the safe side, because at that power it will go over 100%
Right.
injector duty cycle.
Okay. I think we'll keep it safe.
Yeah, that's
it's my
what
preference. I
always like
daily
to do.
drive this car. I don't think it needs to be anything crazy. It's plenty of power to get around people, and that's about all I need.
Alright, let's go for another
Whoa, shit.
Alright. I'm not gonna launch it, but we'll go from first gear.
God damn.
So we got 389, 299 torque.
Hey, yo. There we go. Hell yeah. Jeez, man. What a legend. Shout out to Tuned by Wali, man. If you guys at the PNW need your stuff tuned, right here. You already know. First hand, baby. Let's get it. Alrighty, we no longer have knock on the top end, which is grand. I don't know if you guys remember the last video that Wally was in. We did have those little issues. We also fixed the throttle position sensor. That was awesome. Yep. So all these little things add up, make a huge difference here. And man, this car is feeling really great, really smooth on power. How do you feel about it?
It feels amazing. Like I pretty much wouldn't change a thing on it.
Awesome.
It drives good. It feels good. It's got power all through the RPM range, and you're talking stock turbo. Like this thing is
pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like where my love for Evos come from, is just the fact that they're so set up to just do really, really well with even just minimal mods, and this is a perfect example of that.
Oh, certainly. I agree.
Not many other cars I know can even touch 350 with stock turbo, and we're talking about JDM tuner cars,
right?
350 wheel on stock injectors, stock turbo. So
especially things like Subarus, right, Carlo?
Don't get me wrong, I love Subis though.
Oh, we too. Yeah, we definitely do. But
it's a different world.
It's the platform, right? Like everything is made to make big horsepower on these cars. Yeah, certainly. They're just easy to work on, easy to make power on. Yeah, definitely.
All around. So yeah, I'm stoked, and I'm excited to see what you say in like 2-3 weeks.
Certainly. So
give us some feedback on the differences.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is in a couple weeks here, maybe a month, we'll go ahead and kind of just do a little review of how much better the car feels, or maybe if it doesn't. Who knows? Like, we're gonna have to drive it for a little bit and just feel it out and see what's up. But just from today, it feels amazing. I know I'm gonna enjoy driving this back home, and it's going to be completely different feeling than when I came here. So that's going to be great. Alright, he said it has a gnarly launch control. Let's hear it. That sounds fucking gnarly, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Get loud! Get loud! No. Go back inside. Oh, shit. What the? Oh my god. I didn't want it to shoot flames. It doesn't, I don't think, right now. But that sounds gnarly. Oh no. I have no idea. Alrighty, so big accident here it seems like. I see people, I see a tow truck there, see another tow truck right there, so one over there, there's some over there. A lot of cops out here, dude. That's kind of wild. And a lot of fucking flashing lights right now. Jesus. Oh, that thing's fucked. Mustang? Is that a Mustang?